guys, so it's Joy, and I'm back with another video for you. This time it's a craft tutorial, and for this craft tutorial, my mom is going to sit here and join me and watch me and help guide me so I don't screw it up, because, you know me, I want to mess it up. So what we're going to be using for this is the Shamrock slash Pot of Gold, I guess it's the Pot of Gold wood board that you can get from the Dollar Tree, the St. Patrick's decor. One of the Easter decor, I'm going to be using the one that has the bunny with the happy Easter carrots on it. And some paint brushes, some paint. I have my paint down here. I have a ton of paint. So I'm going to pick some paints that we're going to use. And newspaper if you're like me and you have a messy chance of being messy. Also a glue gun. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this happy St. Patrick's Day thing. And then I'm going to go ahead and prep for my, the ending. I'm going to take these strands off my carrots. They're just nailed on. I don't know where the other nail was. I guess stapled on. I lost one of the staples someplace around here, so beware. Okay. There's 2 out of 4. Oh, there it is. Found it. Good. So I'm just taking the staples out of the carrots.
Yeah, you wouldn't want somebody to eat that.
Okay, this one doesn't have, the staple won't come out, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay, I'm going to take and move my board. Oops. I think I just dropped one to the floor. Okay, and I'm going to take the string back through the ear of the rabbit, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. Oops, I dropped the cardboard, nothing big. Okay, so now I've done that, so I only have the one staple on the back now, but everything else is off that. Yeah, I've got one staple on the back of a carrot and one staple on the back of my rabbit, but that won't hurt. Okay, so that's all tore apart like I want it. Let's set that out of the way for now. Okay, now, Mom, I'm going to have you help me pick paint colors. Eastery paint colors. Go ahead and pick out a couple. While she's doing that, I'm going to see if... Okay, so I'm going to take my pencil, and I took one of my glitter eggs I bought the other day, and I'm just going to kind of trace to make the egg.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so what I ended up doing was cutting my egg in half, one of my glitter eggs, and I'm using that as a guide. Trying to draw out the eggs as best I can. And I'm going to leave a few spaces where I'm going to just kind of go in and go with one color. And I don't know what color that's going to be yet. I think I'm going to do a dark green, like it's grass up around the eggs.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're going to take and do that first. I'm going to take and go into my little areas. And so now we're going to paint this, and then I'm going to... That's fine by me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take in and go in with my green and make my grass around the edges of the eggs. I mean, wherever I would have grass, kind of. And if I go over my egg a little bit, that's fine too, because the grass could be covering part of the egg. to get the big spots that were not covered by the pencil, and this brush is not very good for this. I should have went with a more controlled tip one.
We need to get some more paintbrushes.
Yeah, I need something more like this one. I have a ton of paintbrushes, it's just right now I can't get to them. I have a big drawer full of paintbrushes.
Oh,
So I'm just kind of going in and getting the green into the areas that didn't get the egg drawn in. Just like grass from an Easter basket. And I'm sorry about all the noise. I have my Wish bracelets and they haven't come off yet, and so they're hitting the board. And I can't take them off till they fall off, or my wish won't come true. Although I'm getting very close to giving up on the wish and just taking the bracelets off. Because I get annoyed by them easily. Okay, so we're going to take the green. I'm going to do the eggs first so I don't get glue. So I'm going to take some pastel green. Chunky monkey. Some pastel yellow. I don't want that blue. Some pastel purple. And some pastel pink. You can use whatever colors you want. Okay, so I'm just going to take a small paintbrush, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of color, and I'm going to make my eggs look striped or something. I don't know. I'm going to make each egg a little different. I'm making them look striped and I'm just going to dab off some excess paint onto my paper plate. That's why I use paper plates when I don't know where my paint palettes are. Okay, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to make dots with the pink that I have on this one, on the next one. And then I'm going to take off some excess paint. Okay, one more egg and then I get to do the basket. It turned out horrible.
from here it looks okay.
No, it's blending too much over here.
Oh,
I can't get a color in that spot that I like. There we go, that's better. Okay, so we got the eggs done, as you guys can see. Okay, so now there's one more spot I've got to paint, and that's the basket itself. And I would do crisscrosses, but I'm not good at crisscrosses, so I'm going to just do it all one color. This pot of gold, there's so many crafts you could do. I seen one where she did it as a love potion for Valentine's Day. I could see doing this like a bubbling cauldron for Halloween. So if you like this design, snap them up if you see them at your Dollar Tree, because they are St. Patrick's ones, so they'll be leaving soon. And you could do crafts for almost any season. You could probably make it Santa's bag. You may have to take off the legs of it for that, but you could make it almost any holiday. A cauldron full of Thanksgiving. It could be your like cornucopia. So there's a lot of things you could do with this, especially if you're really good at painting, unlike me.
You're getting better.
Again, that's a mommy for you. Love you.
Love you too, hon.
Now we're going to do the handles. Then I'm going to go over it with a darker brown, just kind of in spots to give it some depth. Then we're going to let it dry a couple minutes, and then I'm going to do the next step. Okay, now we're going to take a darker brown, and we're going to take that same paintbrush, and we're going to kind of go in a little bit. I'll blend it in a little bit with the other color. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So now we're going to let that dry a few minutes, and then we're going to do some hot gluing. So, and if you got one, you could also do the back in a different holiday, so you could just flip it too. So you can make one into two holidays, so you could do this. Like you could do St. Patrick's on one side, Easter on the other. You could do Halloween and Thanksgiving, or you know, back to school, 4th of July. You could come up with a lot of different ways if you want to. So once it's dry, I'm just going to take my Happy Easter carrots, and I'm going to glue them onto the basket part down here. So we're going to go ahead and do that as though it's dry. Okay, we're going to hold that down for a moment. I'm going to do the same with the other side. And I am paint covered. I'd love to hear some of your family traditions for Easter, or do you not celebrate Easter? That's awesome too. I mean, I'm not saying everybody has to celebrate everything I do.
That would look better.
Okay, we're going to glue them over here. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue just at the bottom. Actually, I'm just going to go right on the board right here onto my eggs. Yes, I painted the eggs. I didn't know for sure where he was going to go, so it's better to have the painted eggs there and ready in case I didn't do that spot. So we're just going to hold that on there for a moment. And then we have a fun wall art made from $2 Dollar Tree items and a couple paints. And paints are like 77 cents at Hobby Lobby if you buy the Anita's brand. They're like 77 cents. So you can get paint really cheap. Down below what you think of it. I think it turned out really cute. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe if you haven't already and you want more of this kind of content. And I hope you all have a wonderful day filled with lots of love and laughter, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.